Today we upgrade our electronics workstation and install an overhead camera rig. After creating the card for the K40 laser, we created quite a few workbenches. One for painting, 2 workbenches for the kits, and one for electronics and various tinkering tasks. They are all based on the same principles, so let's look at the build process for the electronics workstation. When we moved into this place 3 years ago, a piece of kitchen countertop on top of 2 sawhorses seemed like a good interim solution to do some tinkering. Now it's time to overhaul this space. We start with cutting construction lumber from the home center to size on the table saw. We then build 2 large frames for the sides. We use domino joints to connect the frames. If you don't have a domino, there will be a link to a video how to build a jig for loose tenon joinery in the description. After all the long and the short pieces receive the domino mortises, we apply glue to the dominoes, put the 2 frames with clamps together and let the glue dry. While the glue for the frames is drying, we take care of the light. The construction is again very simple and from the same construction lumber as before. All the pieces get a rabbet over the entire length on the router table so that the LED light panel snugly fits in the opening. After a short dry fit, the frame for the light is assembled with dominoes. We then cut a few angled pieces that will be used to mount the light on top of the frames we constructed earlier. These pieces are glued on top of the light frame. As they are blocking part of the opening, we use an oscillating tool to cut away the corners and make room for the LED panel. The only thing left is to attach some stretchers between the frames. As the stretchers have to be removable, we go for an unholy alliance. We first create domino mortises and then complement these with pocket holes. We glue the dominoes only in one part and the pocket holes will pull everything together, supported by the loose tenons. In the areas where the stretchers should connect to the frame, we create more mortises. As an additional reinforcement and to prevent wrecking, we cut triangles from scrap wood and create 2 pocket holes in each of the 2 short sides of the triangle. We send the entire frame to 320 grit and stain the wood black. For a finish, the wood gets a coat of hot oil. We install the casters and the workbench is ready to be installed. Thanks to the dominoes, it's easy to loosely put the frame together and then secure everything with the pocket hole screws. After the frame assembly is done, we screw in the reinforcement triangles. Next, we put the kitchen countertop in place and secure it with a few screws. The light drops in its frame, is placed on top of the workbench and will provide bright light to work on small-scale items. With the frame and the light ready, the overhead camera rig is the last thing missing. For an adjustable camera mount, we route an 8mm slot in a piece of construction lumber and another slot in the middle of a flat 10cm wide board. In order to clamp the white board to the crossbeam, we bore a hole in a small square piece of plywood and glue a machine screw into the block. With this block and a 3D printed knob, the 2 pieces can be secured together. A larger plywood piece will be used to mount the camera. This plywood gets a series of holes and recesses so that we can attach a quick release camera mount to its plate. To install the camera mount, we add 2 blocks with captive nuts at the end of the crossbeam. This way we can secure the crossbeam to the frames with 3D printed knobs. Another knob secures the flat piece to the crossbeam for height adjustment. At the end of this flat piece finally sits the camera. With the wing nut, the angle of the camera can be adjusted. The workstation is a big improvement to do more electronics and at the same time create better video footage. If you like this video, also check out some of our other videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with new videos and follow us on Instagram for a look at future projects.